Coach John here with Pure Endurance. Just wanted to be able to put out a quick video on use of stretch cords. Most of you can't get to a pool right now. I've done a lot of looking online at some stretch cord videos and wasn't really happy with all the things I was finding, so wanted to put out my own. It's going to have its own faults and flaws, but hopefully we can capture the most important things. So just a few different arm swings here, just to get things moving before we add some resistance with the cords. Call this one Michael Phelps, or huggers, whatever you want to call them. Do about 20 seconds of this one. We'll move into swimmer. Goes by other names. We're going to go with swimmers. Again, about 20 or 30 seconds there, and some over-unders. And again, about 20 seconds there is all that's needed. You can do it a little bit longer if it feels good, but just make sure you get some movement in before you add the resistance with the stretch cords. All right, a couple of quick things before we add in the stretch cords here. Please use a lightweight resistance stretch cord. Seen a lot of videos out there by a lot of coaches. Unfortunately, grabbing a really heavy resistance cord, not needed with these movements. If you think about swimming, it's something we do for minutes, not seconds. So we're not looking at high resistance here. High resistance with some of these movement patterns actually is probably not the best thing for our shoulders. We're looking at building some endurance and a little bit of strength. So please, a lightweight resistance cord. Heavier is not better. Okay, we're going to do basically 4 different movements here. We're going to introduce the front half of the stroke, the back half of the stroke, which is more of a push rather than a pull. We're going to do double overhand, and then we're going to do single overhand. We'll do 20 reps on all of these except for the single, and on that one we're going to do 40 repetitions. I'm not going to demonstrate all 20, all 40, but just know that that's probably a good starting point. If you can't do that, start with half of that, work to build up to those full sets of 20 and 40, and go from there. Try to keep neutral spine as best as you can. Lean from the hips. Front half of the stroke, we're just looking to get to a high elbow position. Notice that vertical forearm. Okay, so we're going to work on the back half of the stroke, which is more of a push than it is a pull. So we're going to work on vertical forearm, and we're going to work on extending all the way down to the hip with the hand and the forearm. Start with that nice high vertical forearm. Push back towards the hips. And again, about 20 of those. All right, so now we're going to work on putting that front and back half of the stroke together. We're going to do it with double arm, so almost like a pull and a butterfly, and we're going to work through that entire range from the front part of the stroke all the way to pushing out the back end of the stroke. Again, we'll aim for about 20 of those. Great if you can work up to sets of 30, 40, 50. Keep pushing yourself over time. All right, now we're going to do a little bit of single arm work, and this takes a little bit more coordination. You'll also notice on all these that I'm not doing a high recovery. We're keeping the recovery as if the arm was still in the water, which is not how we swim, but it's also a lot easier on the shoulders, not recovering up over the top. The resistance of the cords puts a little bit more strain on the shoulders than what we would want. So it's basically an in-water recovery, you'll notice, for each one of these. on that one. A good place to start is probably about 40 repetitions. That would be 20 with each arm. You're welcome to build that up to 60, 80, 100. Just keep challenging yourself. I'll try to add some more dry land training videos in the future here. Thanks for watching.